got you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing at you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
2 yards on
the numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 13 carries, 77 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens will take over. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his 3rd season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones, but I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season, set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards, and he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark, best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson. And
he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Baltimore.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And the Ravens.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 6 catches, 107 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
By Earl
Thomas in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
On the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
3 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll make it third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going up top. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Returning it is Moore. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Mack Wilson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. Patrick.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 4. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 3, Browns nothing.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Allison, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake, rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Brought in left side by Snead. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll throw from the gun. That one is caught by Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35 back to work on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
2nd and goal.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and he'll barrel his his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20 and a Raven first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
Makes the score Browns.
So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21.
Up come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within? Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And great effort. Does he get From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Baltimore.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
6 yards.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Forced out to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A carry here for Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A 10-yard.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. And all the way to to the opposite 48. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 41 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And it's third.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Justin Tucker.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
at the 42-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So this will be a... accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
From the gun, it's Hodges. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
His pass
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Incomplete. It's now second down.
Hodges here on second down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Kareem Hunt. A gain of 4. It's now second and
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Wiggles free. He may try and run for this. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again.
Baker Mayfield.
Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back at the 40.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
4-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Browns 10.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hodges will throw again. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown.
Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Peters on the coverage.
4th down, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles. Yeah,
what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again with Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
On the keeper.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Ravens, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6.